Let's see. Let's get a few people in here. We need at least 4 people in here. At least, oh, we've got 7 already. We need 10. We need 10 people in here right now, and then we can talk about this sadness. Hold on a second. And it is sad. It is very sad, isn't it, Kaylee?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Hi. So Charles M. Burns is here. He says ahoy hoy. Grizzly Adams says hey. Murakami says hi, Uncle Ethan. Hi. Person number 5. Soy can't wait, Uncle Ethan says Rickshaw. That's correct. It can't wait, Rickshaw. I'm here right now with Kaylee. We're looking at Yahoo Entertainment and their predictions. And it is very sad. It is very sad. Oh, before we do that, before we get into that, hi. I got this Chewbacca figure. This is now the 3rd Chewbacca figure in my collection. Everyone is saying hi to Kaylee.
Hi.
Hello. This is now the 3rd Chewbacca figure in my collection, but he comes with a porg. I had to get it because he comes with a porg. We'll open him up. Kigo Rogers says, did you collaborate to make X-23? Ooh. All right, so that story, if you would like to hear it, is available on a video that's on my site called Marvel Comics Days, Part 1, I believe. You can watch Marvel Comics Days Part 1, and you'll learn all about X-32 and where X-23 probably came from. Yeah, it's likely. All right, let's open up Chewbacca. What the? All right. He comes with a bowcaster, and the bowcaster is broken. It has broken into 3 pieces, Kaylee.
Wow.
Could you fix this bowcaster for me, please?
I'll try.
Thank you. All I really wanted was the porg. Uzi Wolf says, did you make X-23? Yes, as I said, go watch the video called Marvel Comics Days, Part 1, and you'll learn all about X-23 or X-32. Yeah, so this is a little miniature porg. Does he fit in Chewbacca's mouth? No. But here's the thing. So if you have collected all 3 Chewbaccas, this one, by the way, is a little hairier. This one needs a haircut. He's got, like, you can animate him because it's like mouth closed, mouth slightly open, mouth open wider. And so you can actually animate him and make him talk. That's what I'm planning on doing anyway. All right, so as you know, Solo is a terrible movie. Now, I know it's definitely an SJW thing right now because we're hearing things. We're hearing things from the SJWs who are all overpraising Han Solo. They're all saying, "Oh, if only I could have the swagger of Alden Ehrenreich, the cool Gary Cooper swagger of Alden Third Ehrenreich." Yeah, if only you could. If only you could. Instead, you have the mincing of Mimi Rogers. Yeah, it is sad. It is sad. But these people are rushing to defend this terrible movie. This terrible, terrible movie. Solo is Solo currently flying low for Disney Star Wars opening with 105 million to 115 million 4-day. 4-day total. Their 4-day total, they were hoping for $170 million. And indeed, I was hoping that they would get $340 million with their 4-day total. That was my prediction. That was what I was believed. That's what I was led to believe would happen. It's a Ron Howard movie. Kaylee, do you like Ron Howard movies? You don't know. She shrugs.
Yeah,
She she doesn't know Ron Howard. She doesn't know Ron Howard movies. How would she know that? Ron Howard, he's an old man. He's an old man. You don't, you know. All right. Do you want to see Solo, a Star Wars story?
No, never.
No, kids don't want to see it. Kids don't want to see Star Wars anymore. Not anymore. I mean, Disney's aiming for the kid market, but they don't actually want to see it. Nobody wants to see it, apparently. Even fewer people than they dared hope, according to Yahoo Entertainment. Now, I still believe. I still believe someday, Kathleen Kennedy and Roundhead Ryan Johnson will find themselves making $170 million on a film called A Star Wars Story. Updated 10:47 a.m. Industry estimates this morning are pegging around 33 million today for Disney's Solo: A Star Wars Story, with an 80 million to 90 million 3-day. That is so bad. That is so bad, guys. That is so bad. It's embarrassing. Now, I had some SJW scumbag post on my comments and say, ha ha ha, it's breaking records for Memorial Day. Is it? Well, it isn't actually. It's not going to break the record of Pirates of the Caribbean. Not according to Yahoo.com. Not according to industry estimates this morning. It's not going to break that record. But see, the thing about it is that it doesn't really matter if it breaks the record of any particular day. You could put this out on a September the 1st, and then break the records for September the 1st. Unfortunately, this is a Star Wars movie that's going to lose buckets and buckets of money. This was money poorly spent. Every dime that was invested in teaching Alden Ehrenreich to act like a normal human being was wasted. It was wasted. It was all wasted. So I'm sorry. This is us. This is our reaction. This is our reaction to the way we were treated by Roundhead Ryan Johnson, Cray Cray KK. That's not you. You're not Cray Cray KK. KK is Kathleen Kennedy, who runs Disney Lucasfilm. You're Kaylee. All right, so just so you understand, we don't mean you. Michael Alvarado, thank you for $5. There can be miracles if you believe in the failure of Crazy KK vision of Star Wars. There can be miracles. Just believe. Guys, just believe in your hearts. If we all stick together, if we all denounce this monstrosity and future monstrosities, we can really make a difference. We can make a difference. And what is that difference defined as? That difference is defined as Ryan Roundhead Johnson not making a trilogy. Not making a trilogy. I want to see him in jail. I don't want to see him just not making movies. I want to see him in prison, you know, because I don't like him. That's the way we are in 2018. If we don't like someone that is in charge of something, we hope that they go to jail. I didn't start it. That's not my meme. That's just reality. That's current year reality. Curtis J. Berger Jr., thank you for $2. Honestly, Solo was much better than The Last Jedi. And TWA, what's TWA, the airline? Is it better than the airline? Let me think. TWA, the woke, I don't know what that is. Listen, it was better than The Last Jedi because The Last Jedi was evil. The Last Jedi was evil. Solo was not evil. It's just stupid and incompetent and full of soy. It's full of soy. We have to have a talk at some point about L337. We're going to have that talk. We're going to have that talk about L337. I'm going to lay it down on the line. I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to make a whole video about it. I'm going to make a whole video explaining the misguided stupidity and evil of L337. And let me tell you something, world-class BSers, I can't curse because there are children in the room. They just did a video about how L337 is getting her own action figure. I denounce this. I denounce this action. I denounce it in the strongest possible terms. I want to impeach everyone involved. How do I do that? How do I do that? How do we, as people, maintain the power necessary to impeach every single last person at Disney Lucasfilm, throw them out on their candy asses, oh, excuse my language, Kaylee, and get some competent people in there to do decent work instead of this abhorrent, terrible, what's a word for terrible? Like a word for bad. What would you call it? Like horrible. Kaylee, what else? You have another one? Abysmal. All of these efforts, they are against God. They are against God and nature and man. We need to punish these people in the strongest possible terms. In the old days, they would say, run them out of town on a rail, Kaylee. Run them out of town on a rail. They would literally bring in a rail, they would put you on it, and then men would run you out of town on this rail. Wild Warlock, thank you for Australian $5. How are things down under, my friend? It's fine hearing your take on the movie, but what does Cecil think? All the true fans are asking this question. The true fans of Cecil, I don't know what Cecil thinks. Why don't you ask him? check the gutters. All right. Dominic Wiles, thank you for £3. Watched Soilo, hated Soilo. Thank you, Uncle Ethan. You're welcome, Dominic, and thank you for being a real American, even though you're in the UK. Real Americans hated Soilo, even British Americans. So I do appreciate you. Joshua Richard says, "You really hate that droid. Ha ha ha. I hate that droid with a fiery passion. I can't believe that droid is going to have an action figure. It will not stand. The things that I will do to that action figure will be shocking. They will be shocking. When that action figure comes out, I will buy a wood chipper. I'm putting it down right now. I am saying, no, not even a wood chipper, a damn stump grinder. Excuse my language, Kaylee. Yeah, excuse your language. Ethy's upset. A stump grinder. I'm going to throw all of the L337 figures in one particular location into a stump grinder, and I'm going to shoot it into the neighbor's yard. I've had enough. I've had enough. Yeah, Toys R Us died for this. That is correct. The reason why Toys R Us is not here anymore is because of stuff like this. Now, some of you, some of you are very upset about this. You're saying if you don't like it, don't watch it. Wrong. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna not like it. You can't stop me from either one of those things. You can't stop me. We will be making more T-shirts. Unfortunately, they are going to make a Boba Fett movie. This Boba Fett movie will be an atrocity. We will do everything that we can to point out every misstep. We'll try to advise them to do a good movie, but we are going to point and laugh throughout the whole thing. We are. That's what we do. That's our job here. Tabletop Joe, thank you for $2. Hashtag save Lobot. There's no saving him now. This is all. The abuse already happened. Okay, the abuse happened in 1981. Was it 1980? It was 1980. The abuse already happened. We didn't know what Lobot was going through. We didn't know because he was afraid to tell us. Thanks to the hashtag MeToo movement, now people are more brave, even droids, more brave about coming forward to tell us what Lando Calrissian, what Lando Calrissian did and said to them. And it's about time. It's about time. The world's a better place. Yeah. Bruno Boystron says, crowdfund an industrial garbage compactor for all the merch. I didn't even think of doing something like that. That is exactly what I need to do. I need to actually, a garbage compactor. Great idea. Marcus Geiger, thanks for $2. Hashtag Droids Lives Matter. They don't matter. In fact, droid deaths matter. Last night, when L337 was shot to pieces, because she had freed everybody and she was going around in this little hippie doing cartwheels. I mean, this robot, what the hell? I mean, this is the other thing about it. You know, it's like it's a female droid. You're going to make it a female droid that Lando Calrissian is attracted to, and it looks like something. It looks like something from the 19. Oh, it's awful. There's nothing feminine about it. It just looks like an assemblage of like old kitchen utensils thrown together with its hip cocked to the side. Everyone cheered. Everyone cheered when L337 died. And then they permanently enslaved her. She was fighting for droid rights. That was her whole thing. And this is the wonderful thing about L337. She was fighting for droid rights. And at the end, they killed her. They forced her to work for the Millennial Falcon, even in death. The Millennial Flamingo, even in death. That's what she's doing. She's working on the Millennial Flamingo. And then we see in the future that there are no droid rights because in Star Wars A New Hope, droids are still in servitude and bondage. L337 lived for nothing and died for nothing. And thank God. Thank God. That's the message of Solo, a Star Wars story. Michael McLaughlin, thank you for $5. Episode 9, also known as Chapter 11. Rose Tico marries the Falcon with L337's brain. You read it here first. Now that would be something. That would be something. That would be progressive. That would be absolutely progressive. I don't know that I feel like people should be allowed to marry spaceships with robot brains, but I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded. Elsie Doomhammer says they'll never make a movie about a villain. They'll turn Boba into some misunderstood putz. Well, that's what they do. Now look what they did to Han Solo. I'm still recovering. Valil Kilmer, thank you for $1 donation. I do appreciate you. I really do. Paul Dozier, thank you for $2. How goes your recovery? Getting desoyed? Do you hear the anger and the fury in my voice? That is the soy leaving my body. That is me reclaiming my manhood. Yeah, it is. It takes a little while. I mean, it takes a little while to get desoyed. I went out and I had a big fat roast beef hoagie for lunch. Went around lifting things around the house. I moved furniture. I moved furniture for Andrea. That's what I did today. Yeah, the soy is leaving my body. That fury in my voice, that's testosterone. An imbalance of testosterone. Did you know that? Too much testosterone. Plenty to spare. Michael Palak, thank you for $2. Feta, a soy war soy. Oh my God, I can't. Boba Fetta. We have to do this. We have to do this. This channel is going to talk about Boba Fettishness. This is going to be awful. It's going to be awful, but we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to see what we can do together to get Cray Cray KK the hell out of here. Molastar said, Ethan saw Solo last night. Better you than me. Yeah, well, that was the whole point. I saw it so that you wouldn't have to. Call Cassian said, Ethan, I just got 6 issues of Cyberfrog, 3 separate covers of issue 2. No, there were only 2 covers of issue number 2. So you probably have a different issue 2, not the same issue 2. Open up the insides and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, it's true. Jamie Madrox, not 195. Thank you for $5. I'm looking forward to your future video of stacking L337 figures. I'm not doing it. I'm not collecting L337 figures the way that I collect Rose Tico. Rose Tico is the icon of womanhood. L337 is a paragon of horrible feminazi BS. I will never, and just strident feminist evil. I will shove every L337 figure right into a wood chipper. I don't really care. I will throw them into traffic. There's no way I'm collecting them. There's no possible way. These are not Rose Ticos. They're not good. Like, these have intrinsic value. L337s never will. They never will. Yeah, there was bacon on my sandwich, Bjorn. You better believe there was. Chet Thomas, thank you for $1.99. Episode 9 will be in Chapter 11. Of course it will. That is my prediction. How could it not be? Look at this movie right now. Look at what's going on right now. It's a bittersweet result. On the plus side, it's a bit of an uptick for a Memorial Day event film. Who cares when it comes out? What difference does it make when it failed? Well, things, usually fail a lot worse on Memorial Day. Hey, so yeah, it lost money. It's losing money. It is the lowest selling Star Wars movie in the history of Star Wars. And Kaylee, you know how old Star Wars is? It is 41 years old. In 41 years, this is the lowest, least attended, most despised Star Wars film ever made. And all you can do is show me this. That's all you can do, and it doesn't make it better. As a reference, Warner Brothers Justice League made $38.4 million, and that was a bomb on its first day. $93.8 million over 3, and while it wasn't a 4-day opening, it grossed $101.3 million from Friday to Monday. Thursday, 20th Century Fox's Deadpool 2 is chipping away at Solo with the $12.5 million. Listen, they are eating Solo's lunch right now. Potato Radio, thank you for $5. For Chinese fans, how about a Baizu, a Soy Wars story t-shirt in characters like 70s Japanese original movie poster? Yeah, can I make them all effeminate and annoying? That sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make that t-shirt for you. Aries13, thank you for a $2 donation. I do appreciate you. Matt Svalar, thank you very much. It's good to see you. Thank you for $5. It's all about the emasculation of the classic male characters in the Cray Cray KK Soy Wars era. Luke, Han, Lando, who's next? Well, I just told you Boba Fett is next. And Obi-Wan Kenobi is next. There is no end to this. Kaylee, there's no end to this. Take over, tell me.
There's no end.
There is no end. Of course not. All right, hold on a second.
What are we looking for?
I got it.
Okay.
Thank you, Kaylee. You did very good.
Okay.
You have a future in radio. Lando Calrissian's car. You'll notice it has a big fat bed in the back. Here's a trunk. It's got a good back seat and then a trunk to store the bodies. Look at his face. He's like, anything will do. Anything will do. All right. I can't. Oh, what's it say in the back? Captain Lando Calrissian is ready to transition. Captain Lando Calrissian is ready to transition from smuggler to gambler, loaded with a full tank of gas to travel from card game to card game. This smooth vintage Lando coupe attracts attention as he speeds from one venture to the next. Venture, quote unquote. His signature shirt fits perfectly, while his red scarves on the grill and lower side panels make it difficult to mistake the smooth-moving smuggler for anyone else when he rides by. If a card game goes wrong, or he finds the need to escape a dangerous situation, the Millennial Flamingo's ion thrusters on the taillights allow for a quick getaway. You wouldn't believe the shirt he's wearing at the end of this movie. You wouldn't believe it. You're going to be outraged when you see it. Marcus Geiger, thank you for $2. Fed of the foot fetish, a Star Wars story. It's going to happen. Thank you very much. It is going to happen. It's going to be grotesque. Tippy Tail McKitty, thank you for a $2 donation. Curtis J. Berger Jr., thank you for $5. I thought Alden did a good job showing Han before becoming a confident, cocky smuggler. 100% agree about everything about L37, though, and Chewie was awesome. Chewie was awesome. Chewie was definitely awesome. There is no doubt about that. There were some uncomfortable moments, though. I don't know if you saw any of the uncomfortable moments in the movie, if you noticed them. I certainly did. I think the shower scene was slightly uncomfortable. I mean, especially, they showed, it was just feet. They just showed feet. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get back to where I was. Michael Bennett, thank you for $5. Bury the bad Star Wars toys where the Atari ET cartridges were buried. Yeah, I'm going to. All right, let's open this Lando Calrissian car. Hot Wheels is doing they're doing the best they can with what they have. Look at this. If you saw this on the road, what would you say? It says, look, it says Lando 1 on the license plate. Yeah, all the bodies are kept in here. Beautiful. Very nice. Here we have the Millennial Flamingo car. How is this? How is this the Millennium Falcon? Look at it. Look at it. Your favorite Star Wars starships have been reimagined as Hot Wheels cars? Ew. Reimagined, huh? Look at that though. That's pretty cool. It's just got the one kind of cockpit seat on the side here. That's nice. So basically, if you look down, you can see the Millennium Falcon this way. Yeah. Not great. Not great. Acceptable, but not great. Dude, C-3PO's kitty candy van right here. All aboard. All aboard. Tactical, calculating, and accommodating. This drag bus navigates the road with the tenacity of the resourceful protocol droid. C-3PO. Hold on, let me see. Am I missing super chats? I know that I am. Adam Carter, M15, thank you for $4.99. They don't have to listen to us, but they will listen to their stockholders and investors who could care less about furthering SJW propaganda. Adam Carter, you're so right. We gotta go talk to those stockholders. Get them on board with us. Peaches, thank you for $10. Solo, 62% critic, 54% audience score. That is a bomb. By any standards, that is a bomb. I mean, those are failing grades. They're failing grades. Phil Devereaux, thank you for a $1 donation. Do appreciate you. The bus is all gold. Reflective body captures C-3PO's distinctive look while setting it apart from other vehicles on the strip. The droid's circular emblem and power cables scatter forward from the rear spoiler to propel this drag bus to the front of the pack every time. This is not going to the front of the pack. This is going to sit behind the pack going. Now I'm becoming obsessed with these Hot Wheels. This is Cecil's car. Oh, it's got C-3PO's face on it. Ow! Hi, I'm C-3PO. That's nice. Actually, that's really nice. That's really, really nice. Yeah. What do you think? Cool or not cool?
Cool.
Yeah. I think it's cool. I agree. So yeah, I got more Hot Wheels, but I can't find them. I went to Target today just to see what they had. Let me tell you something. Like, there were people actually buying Star Wars toys. They went off sale. They went off sale. They were actually full price. They had a whole rack of Ticos. You know what Tico was going for today? Tico on the market today was $8. $8 Tico. Now, it's better than the $12 Tico that they had at Kohl's, but even still, I am not paying $8 for Tico. That's average. This is an average price. We don't want to pay $8 Tico. Yeah. Very early estimates indicate that Disney's Solo: A Star Wars Story is headed for a 13 million, 15 million Thursday night. Okay, some of that was from me. These figures come from Deadline sources, not Disney. On the high end, that's in the vicinity of what Marvel Studio titles. So they did. They had a very good Thursday. But I'm telling you, word of mouth immediately dropped off for this movie. Look at him hanging on for dear life. Tippy Tail McKitty, thank you for $2. Why can't comic artists draw feet? Just curious. I don't know. I ask them all the time why they can't draw feet. I can. I can draw feet just fine. I draw great feet. Let me see. Let me show you. Like, look, there's Cyberfrog's foot. You can't argue about that. You can't argue with results. And you can't argue with them. I mean, you could, but you'd be wrong. I draw great feet. Lancer737, thank you for $5. How much for a commission? I think we should make a woman Star Wars character people would love that's not PC. Empress Luna. She is a hybrid Star Wars MLP character. My Little Pony character? Yeah, that sounds okay to me, I guess. Empress Luna? Okay. Let's do it. This is the project that I'm working on for Disney. It's called Disney's Soy Lunacy. Soy Lunacy. Have you ever heard of the show Disney's Soy Luna? No. All right, well, close to. I think we're on the same track, me and Lancer 737. The sequel returns. Thank you for $5. I usually try to avoid spoilers, but I'm glad I didn't in this case. Thanks for enduring this movie so that I won't have to. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. A lot of people are saying that they do draw feet very well. Very well. Reggie B. Cable says someone needs to reprogram L337 to make me a fucking sandwich. Well, I mean, make yourself useful. I mean, honestly, I'm sitting in my seat in the Millennium Falcon. I'm riding shotgun, and then some some ridiculous spread-eagled robot comes over to me and says, "Hey, get your arrogant ass out of my seat." You think I'm gonna get out of? I'm not moving for a toaster. I don't care what the toaster says, and I don't care how posh the toaster's accent is. I'm not moving. I'm not. And Han was like, "Okay." When would Han Solo ever do that? When would Han Solo ever respond to the voice of female authority like that? Look at how he treated Princess Leia in A New Hope. Does Han Solo seem like the type of guy that would ever take orders like that from some snarky British? No, of course he wouldn't. Of course he wouldn't. He would say, "Why don't you get the out of this cockpit before I throw you through the windshield?" That's what Han Solo would have said. That's why I needed to be in there with John, what's his face, and his father, his great father, writing the dialogue to this movie. Is it Kasdan? John Kasdan? Yeah. Let me help. Unchained Jimmy says, "What up, Ethan?" What up, Unchained Jimmy? Welcome. Yeah, I'm pumping it. I swear to God, I'm pumping testosterone tonight. I had to get the soy out of here. It's been soy all week long, building up to this movie. Absolutely. Phil Devereaux, thank you for $5. I just can't. I need to go to watch Empire Strikes Back and reset. Can a man watch hands get chopped off without politics? Uh, used to be that way. It used to be that way, and that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for that. We're fighting for movies where brothers can kiss their sisters and then get their digits cut off by their fathers. That's all we want. That's all we're looking for. I don't know what's so hard about that, Disney. Darth Conicus, thank you for $5. Wearing my Soilo shirt to Deadpool and Infinity War tomorrow. Ha ha. Thanks for the shirt. Darth Conicus, thank you for the message. Right now, that is a message of hope that we all needed to hear. At this moment, that is the message that will bind us all together, give us strength and hope, help us to move forward in healing together. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And those of you who did not yet order a Soilo, a Soy War Story t-shirt, or a Tico, a Soy War Story t-shirt, now might be the time. Now might be the time. That is the uniform of the disaffected, disenfranchised, furious Star Wars fan that is sick and tired. Sick and tired of it. Tired of it. How much more are you going to take? How much more are you going to allow yourself to take? As a man, are you really going to sit and munch popcorn through sequences of 16-year-old girls kicking middle-aged men in the face? Are you going to allow yourself? Are you going to allow them to do that to you? Of course not. That's why you need a Soilo, a Star Wars Story t-shirt, or a Soy Wars Story t-shirt. You need one now to tell those people to go off. Excuse my language, Kay. Kaylee's still here during all this, by the way. House Kama says, Enfys Nest is a ginger African broad. I wouldn't call her a broad. I would call her a child. She's 16 years old. I don't know why all the droids have posh British accents, but I don't remember C-3PO being rude, except the R2-D2. He would never speak up to a human. You don't do that. Don't talk to me that way, C-3PO. I'll smack your face and make it clang. Sadak Karak, thank you for, in the post-Endor EU, which I know you haven't read. I haven't read anything. You guys, you're advising me to read the, which books are they? Shoot, I have it written down somewhere. You're advising me to read this series of books. I will read them, or I will listen to them on tape. But anyway, Han still doesn't like droids. He foists C-3PO off on Leia every chance he gets. Yeah. That's what I would do. Why do you want a robot around? Why would you ever want a robot around? Elephant in the Room, Sahib, EVS, do you own the Star Wars New Hope with Han shooting first or Guido go first? I own them both. There was a set that came out on DVD that had, I think it was a 2-disc set, and on the second disc, they had the original trilogy. So I do have it, and I could watch that at any time. I'd prefer to watch it. Mojo Hook Barb says, help us, Ethan Van Sciver. You're our only hope. I'm trying, Barb. I'm trying to help. I'm trying with all my might. Liam Hardy says, take it back from who? Take it back from Cray Cray KK and her army of weirdos, Liam. In case we haven't made that clear. Mark Janes, thank you. We love you, Master Ethan. And then a little kissy face avatar. It makes me a little uncomfortable, Mark, but right back at you. Gabriel Barum, C-3PO no longer the most annoying droid. That is correct. I mean by a long shot now. C-3PO is grace and purity compared to L-337. I mean, give me a break. Playful Mushroom, thank you for a donation from Norway of 50 of something. John Kasdan's writing resume is awful. Why on earth did Lucasfilm hire him to write the script for this film? Well, I mean, because, his father, he's the son of a writer. He's the son of a screenwriter, an important screenwriter. And his dad didn't believe in spanking. I think that's pretty clear that Lawrence Kasdan never spanked his son, John. And he needed to. He needed to say, John, go get daddy's belt. Take you out to the woodshed. He never did. And thus we get John Kasdan engaging in whimsy about Han Solo being some kind of, weird. Kaylee's in the room. Some kind of weirdo. You know what I'm talking about. Jay Smith, thank you for $2. Sale Lando Sexy Adventures t-shirts. Or I should sell them, you're saying. I guess I could. And I could just, have a picture of everything. All kinds of weirdo animals and robots and things. Peaches, thank you for $5. Porkins, a Soy Wars story. Summer of 2020, you can hold it. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, if you had that quote, you can hold it. Porkins, it would not be a Soy Wars story. I don't think it's possible. Porkins was a real man. Porkins was a real man, and I don't think that, like, he was pumping testosterone. He was pumping dragon's blood. I really don't think that you could ever say that he was soy. I would love to see a movie. I want to know more about Porkins. I want to know more about him. Yeah, people are saying that he got so fat because he ate a lot of soybeans. I don't think that's true. Tat24 says, Uncle Ethan, when are you going to go international with the shirts? ATM, it cost me the same price as the shirts to get to the UK. QQ, not fair, LOL. I know it's not fair, but we do ship internationally. It does get there very quickly. Ask anyone who's already ordered one. I'm afraid you are going to have to pay the hefty shipping cost, but it's worth it. It's worth it to be walking around letting those people know, and they know who they are, exactly what's up. So that's as international as we could get. I mean, we're shipping from Alabama, and it does cost money to get those shirts to you at a reasonable amount of time. Elephant in the Room asks, EVS, did you buy Scissor Punk action figure? You mean Therm's Scissor Punch? I didn't, because they didn't make one yet. Now, I did order, full disclosure, I did order 2 days ago the Solo Wave 2 of action figures. It'll be here tomorrow for review, so you'll see what's in Wave 2. And when you see what is in Wave 2, you will be shocked. And by shocked, I mean you'll go, what? There's only one character. There's only one character from the Solo movie. The other ones are just random characters from other Star Wars movies. I don't know why they're doing this. I have no idea. Except unless they knew this movie was going to suck. They hedged their bets. They decided not to make action figures of any of the characters from the movie. We could have had a Therm Scissor Punch. Obviously, we should have Woody from Cheers. We should have, what's his name, Voss. We should have all of these characters. We don't have them. We should have Memphis Nest with their mask off. We don't have them. Instead, we're getting another Darth Maul action figure, for example. We're getting a fourth Kylo Ren. Enough. And there are only 4 figures in the second wave. There are only 4 of them, Kay. Are you going to help me open them?
Sure.
Will you go get me a toy over there to open, please? It's like fireworks when you open a toy in the middle of this. You open a toy. Ace Mobile 8, thank you for $5. Does the movie show what happened to the piece of the Falcon where there should be a gap? Yes, it does. It does show that. Okay, so Kaylee brings up an interesting point here. Kaylee says, why would they make a stick? Why would they make, look at this. Here's this girl who's a million times more expressive than Rey ever could possibly dream of being. Why would they make Rey's stick as a toy for kids and then make it out of plastic? This is what Kaylee wants to know. Kaylee is furious about this. She's so angry about this. Star Wars Forces of Destiny. Forces of Destiny. They say the Force is female. The Force is not female. The Force is not female because it surrounds us and penetrates us. Women don't do that. That's a word not associated with femininity at all. Women don't do that. All right, so let's open this up. Oh, what we need, Kaylee, these are the bindings of the patriarchy, which is still here. Patriarchy's in good standing, despite what you may have heard. Men still rule the world, and that's fine. We've been doing a good job at it. All right, so here's this. You can hold on to this. The Force is not female at all because Anakin was born of the Force and he had a mother. So the Force is most definitely, if it has a gender, that gender is male. No, my girls are not scared of the patriarchy. They love the patriarchy. They understand that it built the Western world. All right, let's see. So you got this stick here. You can have this. And then we've got one more piece, Kay. one more piece here. You can put this stick together. This is meant to hit L337 with. All right. Now, do you need directions? There's some French writing in here. We don't speak French in this house. We're Americans. We're monolingual. This is a blade builder. As you can see, there's an exceptionally cute drawing of a freckle-faced Ray on the back of this that doesn't look anything like how Ray looks in the movies. It's very, very nice. Connect it this way. Does it need batteries? What does it do? What does it even do? Yeah, you don't know. It just extends. It just extends. Like that. It's not even good. Yeah, all right.
Bet you can make a better one than this if I just had stick and duct tape.
A stick and duct tape. That's a child with an imagination. They suggest that you use it to beat soy boys. Do you know what a soy boy is? It is a boy who drinks a lot of soy milk or ingests soybeans in any manner, and thus is squeaky and annoying. What? Yeah, super chats. You want to read some super chats? Yeah, we can read them. All right, you can read a few of these, Kay.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull them up for you. I'll make it nice and easy. Let's see. Okay, can you read this one right here? It's from Blue Knoll, $10.
Okay, so I just read it?
Yeah, read it out.
You need to track down the old school hand and chewing novels from the late 70s and read your mind clear of the soy. Han Solo and Stars and wait, what?
Han Solo at Star's End?
Yeah, and Han Solo and the Lost Legacy.
Awesome. High five. Good job. I will. I'll track that novel down. Me and Kaylee will read it together. Let's see. Ace Mobile 8 says, thank you for $5. Does the movie show what happened? Yeah, I answered that. It does show that in the best scene of the whole movie, Kessel Run. Hamster Snake, thank you for Canadian $5. I hope John Caston writes a SJW pansexual female into his dad's eulogy. What a disgrace. There's a cam version up online for all the boycotters. Well, there you go. You'll see it for free. Peephole Circus, thank you for £2. Elite Not Allowed in Moss Alley Cantina Racist Bar. I would love to see that happen. I'd love to see her come in there and declare that she should be allowed in there. I'd love to watch the beatdown that took place. But they took care of her before that ever happened, unfortunately. Elite to Tatooine. That would be terrific. Kenneth Byrne, thank you for €5. Drinking beer, hanging out with Uncle Ethan. Voted no baby killing today. No repealing the 8th Amendment. Yo. Excellent. Blue Satoshi, thank you for $2. 54%. Wow. It's sinking. Elsie Doomhammer, thank you for $5. How funny is it that feminists are so butthurt over sex bots in reality, but Star Wars sex with robots is brave and progressive? Yeah, it's very sad. Darth Conicus, thank you for $5. The Force is midichlorians. I think Kathleen assumed her gender. Shame on her. You're right about that. Kevin, thank you for $2. Ray's Stick, I'm not going to read that. Curtis J. Berger Jr., thank you for $2. Okay, if I sneak some tofu in to eat during Soilo, you won't be alone in that. Phil Devereaux, thank you for $5. You may have never played with them, but can we get a shout out to the early mid to 1990s LucasArts games, TIE Fighter, X-Wing, Monkey Island, Full Throttle? Well, shout out to those. Shout out to the Star Wars Atari game from 1982. That was also an amazing video game. Jeff Stout, thank you for $2 donation. James Cotton, thank you for $1.99. Why Darth Maul? To make her Rey's mom, Han's dad? These are all questions that I'm sure will be answered to us in an unsatisfying way in a future movie, maybe even in Boba Fett. Isn't it interesting? I mean, it's possible. Kaylee is returning this. What is this? What is this? Will you throw this in the garbage? Yeah, garbage that. What is it with that? I mean, what is it with, is Star Wars actually trying to be like the Marvel Universe? I mean, is that what they're trying to do? Are they trying to just sort of connect all these movies together? By the way, Ant-Man and Wasp looks dynamite. I'll say that trailer was rocking. I was like, I wish I was watching this movie right now. I wish I was about to see Ant-Man and Wasp, but no. Yeah. All right, let me catch up with you guys here. They want Kaylee to break that stick. I don't know if she can. By the way, if a kid hit another kid with that stick, it would really hurt. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's crazy. Yeah, you just need to break it in half and throw it in the garbage. Saw Soilo on 123 Movies. Everything was fine until that SJW droid shows up. It becomes a cringe fest. It's ridiculous. They should be ashamed of themselves. Isaac. Ashamed of themselves. Yeah. Someone spoiled the Darth Maul part for me, says Magnum Dong. Spoil it for you. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Somebody else will. I already did I did a full review where I explained the entire plot. You're welcome to go watch that video when I get home from the movie last night and I just let it all fly. The entire plot of the movie is spoiled for you there, or just go watch it on one of these garbage tier websites that has stolen it. Neil Benson, thank you for £5. I appreciate the donation. Yeah. Phil Devereaux says, I love celery, man. I don't know if he means I love celery, man, like a superhero, or if he's just saying, I love celery, man. I don't like it at all. Reality Change says, Ethan, let her have that Ray toy. Reality Change doesn't want it. I don't want it either. I think it went in the garbage. She just pulled, like, I have a stack of toys over to the review. She chose that one to review. Kaylee, tell me about the toy. How do you feel about the toy?
It's not that good. It would hurt if you whacked someone with it. I think a stick's better.
Just a regular stick is
like
better.
A long stick with a piece of duct tape on it. It would just make up for it. It was simple.
So you're not crazy about this toy. Would you ever recommend that another kid your age get that toy? No. And that is the problem. And that's why Toys R Us is out of business now. That's why Toys R Us is out of business. They don't listen to voices like Haley's, do they? They don't listen, and they need to. Gypsy Freak, thank you for Australian $5. Have any 16-year-old girls taken you up on your offer of hand-to-hand combat? Of course not. This is the real world. This isn't Disney Star Wars. They know, Kaylee knows that I could beat up any 16-year-old girl in the world, right?
Sure.
Absolutely. I could whip any 16-year-old girl with one hand tied behind my back. And they all know it. Dallas Deadeye, thank you for it. It's not until they get to be about 22 that they start to think otherwise. The Dallas Deadeye, thank you for $2. That Pod Racer video game was lit as well. Yeah, that was fun. Let me just emphasize, I don't want to fight any 16-year-old girls. I don't want to. I would be very, very uncomfortable. I'm not Andy Kaufman, although I think he's very funny. His whole wrestling girls thing was cool. Blue Satoshi, thank you for $5. If Maul was Rey's dad, she'd have horns and be half alien, human, Dathomirian. Well, I mean, listen, it's still a thought. I mean, maybe Rey keeps her horns under her hair. We can't be sure of any of that. Where's my Rey action figure? Are there horns under there? What about these ponytails on the back of her head? Could those be hiding horns? Maybe. She looks like Darth Maul. She looks a little like Darth Maul. Yeah. We don't know. We can't be sure of anything. Karu says, Comic Artist Pro Secrets confirmed for beating 16-year-old girls in his free time. I never said that. You're making things up. Brian Smith, thank you for $5. The more you idiots brag about seeing the movie on bootleg sites, the more Disney will point to piracy as the reason for low box office numbers. Well, yeah. I mean, that's so don't brag about it. Uriah Wright says Ethan is going to jail. Space Bear says girls punch hard. Yeah, I guess some of them, but not 16-year-olds, do they? Do 16-year-old girls punch hard?
They can wrestle.
They can wrestle? I don't want to wrestle. Yeah, that'd be no fun. Yeah, Ethan's gonna emphy up those girls, says Barrel Bob. These buns are definitely hiding her horns, says Alern. That is a good theory right now. That is a very, very good theory that she is actually related to Darth Maul. I can see that making sense. Yeah, absolutely. At what point did Darth Maul beget Rey, since Darth Maul basically had his, he was cut in half, wasn't he? Bisected at the waist. So was Rey procreated before that? Was baby Rey in Phantom Menace? I don't know. These are all questions that maybe we shouldn't ask. Maybe it's none of our business. Cecil reminds Kigo Rogers of Charles Nelson Riley. I don't know. Charles Nelson Riley was really smart. Joe Bustify, EVS, can any girls fit into your soy leggings? They're not soy leggings. They are sweatpants. They're just sweatpants. They're not soy. And they're not leggings. Kaylee thinks that's funny. Yeah, 16-year-old girls pull hair, says random game user 42. Oh, I didn't think of that, but here's how I'm going to fool them. I'm bald. So, ha. Sir Anonymous, you want to come in here and say so? No, Sir Anonymous, thank you for $2. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, the best game hands down. Yeah, I agree. Blue Satoshi, thank you for $2. If they wrestle, just give them a Stone Cold Stunner. Yeah, I would probably pick a teenage girl up, a 16-year-old girl up. I'd flip her over, and then I'd kind of pile drive her into the ground. She wouldn't get up. Especially if we were on the concrete. That'd be it. Boom, over. One move. Kaylee made King Kong eat a pork. She's proud of herself. Here's the results of her handiwork right there. Is King Kong with a pork in his mouth. Yeah, fan skivers are having fun today. Let's see. I would like to see a girl do a pull-up. They can't, Space Bear. They can't do a pull-up. Oh, Kaylee can. I'm sorry. Stop. They're not soy leggings. They're sweatpants. Hamster Snake, thank you for Canadian $5. I would never and have never watched a pirated movie on a trashy online site. And there are definitely no sexy Russian singles in my area. Good. Glenn Collier says, Ethan, is it hard to find gloves? Why would it be hard for me to find gloves? I don't understand. Critias Vaseline EVS does wonders in a fight. Oh, Vaseline. I should yeah. That's what women do, don't they? They smear themselves with Vaseline so you can't grab a hold of them. What? Yeah. Low Res Boy says, your daughter is laughing now. Sorry, mate, your pants are soy pants forever now. Now, listen. Just because she thinks it's funny doesn't mean it's true. They are not soy pants. They are sweatpants. And they're really butch. They're tough. They look tough. I mean, Alden Ehrenreich might wear... Oh, which fun. No, not Alden. I meant Harrison Ford would wear these. They would wear these. Yeah. They're not soy leggings. They're soy pants, says Low Res Boy. Thank you for trying to defend me, but you failed. They are sweatpants, and they're tough guy sweatpants. Porkins, hi. Thanks for $5. Red 6 standing by. Yeah, hello. I'm Red. What would I be? I'll think about it. I'll get back to you with my number. I got to consider that very carefully. I don't want to just be allowed to be any particular number. Yeah, masculinity is not a crime, says the One-Up Triforce. It is not a crime. Soy is a crime, though. It loses you tens of millions of dollars. The cost of soy. This is the price of soy. I'm making a video called The Price of Soy, and it's tens of millions of dollars in box office earnings. That is the price of soy. Just so you know. Oh, my God. Oh. Kaylee just threw my sweatpants. These are not soy pants. These are sweatpants. They're not, as you can see, they're not soy. Kaylee just threw them at me and ran away laughing. Not good. How embarrassing. How embarrassing, right on a live stream. Jacob Bodmer, thank you for $2. Sweatpants are butch. Every lesbian I see wears them. That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. Everyone is saying wrecked, LOL. They're all laughing at what Kaylee did to me. They call her based daughter. Yeah. Soy pants. Everyone says they're soy, and they're not. They're not soy pants. Trolled by your own daughter. Looks like your grandma knitted them. No, they don't look like that at all. They don't look like that. Kaylee is our ally, says Clawfooty. No, ally against me? Humble soy pant merchant? Yeah. Blue Satoshi, thank you for $2. Press 1 if Ethan should be red leader. Ooh, I like that. I'd like to be red leader. Dallas Deadeye, thanks for $5. Alex Jones says China is gene splicing animal-human chimeras. I think Darth Maul could find a way to father Rey. Am I right? According to Alex Jones, you are, and you know how Ray he is. I mean, I wouldn't argue with that, man. Marcus Geiger, thank you for $2. EVS would be green 43. Green 43. Absolutely, I guess, yeah. I'll take that. Everyone's hitting 1. They think I should be red leader. I do appreciate it. Guys, this is the price of soy. In closing, this is the price of soy. This is hilarious, this article. Now, Andrea said, don't meme yourself. Don't go out there like you did saying the Enfys Nest is Han Solo's mom. You're going to meme yourself if you go out and laugh about this article. And then the next thing you know, Solo has a big box office boom, and it sets records with $200 million for the opening weekend. That is known to happen to you. And I said, I won't laugh too hard, but I have to laugh a little bit. I mean, ha 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 ha. You know, I mean, that is funny that it's projected now to do even worse than its revised projection of 120 million. That's kind of funny. I owe it all to you guys. A Border Prince, thank you for £1.99. After this soy horror cover Warhammer Adventures. Okay, maybe I will. JG, thank you for $2. I do appreciate you. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't want to keep you on too long. We've done an hour, just because my afternoon live chats in which we make fun of my pants. You make fun of my pants. Get 1,300 up, more than 1,300. 1,364 people just watched you make fun of me around the world. How do you feel about that?
Good.
She likes it. She just gave it. She has a normal thumb too. Let me show Kaylee's thumbs. So what are you saying? These are normal?
Yeah.
These are normal. How are my thumbs different than yours?
Oh, my thumb can bend
Your
backwards, and your thumb can.
No, but they're saying my thumbs look like a toe. Do my thumbs look like a toe? Do I have toe thumbs?
Well, compare it to your toe.
Yeah. Well, it looks just like my toe, but don't
Then
all.
you have toe thumbs.
Oh my God. All right, guys. You are the best. Thank you so much for somebody said cut your nail, girl. That was, what are you talking about? That's not my nail. That's a girl's nail. You guys have a great day. Please smash that like button for me and KK. Not Cray KK, Kaylee, but we do call her KK here. So there's going to be a fine distinction. There's KK, who's normal. She's a normal 11-year-old kid. And then there's Cray KK, who's a very abnormal 60-year-old woman. Love you all, and we will see you all probably tonight. We'll do another live chat tonight. Peephole Circus, thanks for £2 on the way out. It's called Wide Thumbus Soy Pantsis. It is not. It is not. All right, bye, guys.